When you look at where the Cleveland Browns are right now, there's one thing you just can't sugarcoat. This offense is a full-on structural mess. It's not just missing a piece here or there. It's a unit that's been out of sync for 2 straight seasons. And when you hit that point, the draft stops being just another opportunity. It turns into a straight-up turning point for the franchise. Now, the buzz going around is pretty clear. The Browns should go get Carnell Tate, Ohio State wide receiver, even if there are trade-down scenarios sitting there at pick 6. And that's where things start to get real interesting. Because this isn't just about grabbing a WR. This is about choosing a direction. If you break it down, the Tate move actually makes a ton of sense for where this team is at right now. First off, obvious need. This Browns receiver room doesn't scare anybody. No juice, no consistency, nobody who can reliably create separation, especially in the intermediate and deep game. And that's exactly where Tate eats. He's not one of those just throw it up and pray physical receivers. The kid wins with technique, route IQ, timing, all the stuff that actually translates on Sundays. That's gold in today's NFL. Second, he's pro-ready. What really pops on his reports isn't just production. It's how polished he is. He's got day one starter written all over him. And for the Browns right now, that's not a luxury. That's a must. Now let's talk about what Rich Eisen called the triple win. Because this ain't just football. It's about upgrading the roster, filling a glaring hole, reconnecting with the dog pound. And that last part? People overlook it way too much. This team's been wearing down the fan base. The offense has been painful to watch. There's this feeling like nobody really knows what the plan is. You bring in a guy like Carnell Tate, Ohio State, national champ, Buckeye roots, and boom, you instantly build that connection with the local crowd. Doesn't fix everything, but it shifts the vibe. And let's be real, vibes matter. They affect pressure, media narrative, and how long people are willing to stay patient. Now let's get into what really matters: on-field impact. If Tate shows up, what actually changes? First, spacing. Right now, defenses aren't worried about getting beat deep. They're compressing the field and daring the Browns to win outside. Tate changes that. He can stretch the field and work the intermediate game. That opens up the entire playbook. Second, offensive evolution. With Todd Monken running things now, you're expecting a more aggressive, modern scheme. But that system needs receivers who can read coverage, adjust routes, and create separation, not just run straight-line go routes. Tate fits that mold way better than some of the rawer prospects out there. But let's not pretend this is a no-brainer. There's real risk here. First, pick value. We're talking about the 6th overall pick. If you take a WR there, he better be a dude, like Pro Bowl level, game-changer type. Historically, that's the bar. Second, team context. Adding a receiver doesn't magically fix a broken offense. If the issues run deeper, O-line, QB play, play calling, then his impact might not be as big as people hope. Third, opportunity cost. Trading down could bring more picks, more flexibility, more chances to patch multiple holes. And this roster has more than one problem. So the real question isn't, is Tate good? That part seems pretty clear. The real question is this the best possible use of pick 6? Let's run the scenarios. Best case, Tate comes in, starts right away, builds chemistry fast, helps unlock Monken's system, and becomes the go-to guy in year 1. At that point, you're not just improving the offense, you're changing the entire narrative around this team. Worst case, he struggles to adjust. The offense stays inconsistent, and now you've burned a premium pick without fixing the core issue. That's when the pressure in Cleveland goes nuclear. Most realistic scenario, he helps. The offense improves, but he's not fixing everything by himself. At that point, success depends on the rest of the plan actually working. Now, straight up opinion, I like the move, with some caution. If the Browns truly believe Tate is a Pro Bowl caliber receiver, not just solid, but legit top tier, then yeah, pull the trigger. Elite talent at a premium position is worth it. But if this is just best WR available, I'm a lot more skeptical. Pick 6 ain't the spot to play it safe. That's where you swing to change the future of the franchise. And one more thing people aren't talking about enough. The Browns' recent track record drafting offensive talent. They've tried, added guys like Fannin, Judkins, but they still haven't found that player who elevates the whole offense. Maybe Tate is that guy. Maybe he's not. But this decision is going to say a lot about how this front office sees where they're at. At the end of the day, this isn't just about a wide receiver. It's about identity, philosophy. Whether the Browns are going all in on immediate impact or playing the long game. So let me throw it back to you. Real talk. You're on the clock at pick 6. You taking Carnell Tate? Or are you trading back and trying to build this thing the hard way? Because this move, it could shape the next few years of Browns football.